Does the Bible teach a flat earth? Hey everybody, I'm Dan McClellan. I'm a scholar of the Bible and religion. Let's take a look at a video.
Is the earth flat? Is that what the Bible teaches?
All right, let's see it.
Now, some people are bringing up this word firmament, which is mentioned in the King James translation in Genesis chapter 1, verse 6. They're thinking that the word firmament means that there is like some sort of fixed structure, fixed dome outside the earth, and that there's water outside of that. Space is not real.
Yes, Genesis 1:6 absolutely represents the firmament as a solid dome of some kind that suspends the chaotic waters above, separating them from the waters beneath, so they can be gathered together, so the dry land can be revealed, so that life can be made to flourish between the waters above and the waters beneath. And for the best discussion of why this is, I would recommend the Theological Dictionary of the Old Testament. And volume 13 has an entry on rakia. And here the first section, the root and lexical field, discusses how fundamentally, whether verbs or nouns, this root refers to things that are or are made thin. And so basically the idea is things that are spread thin, things that are beaten thin, things that are hammered thin. And if we go down a few pages, we get to the discussion of the priestly source, and Genesis 1 is a part of the priestly source. And we read in the red box, in P, including as possible prototext, therefore, rakia denotes a stable, solid entity situated above the earth, which protects the living world from an influx of the waters of chaos. The noun bears the connotation compact, firm, so that translations such as expanse miss the mark. This firmament was absolutely conceptualized as a solid dome that held off the chaotic waters above so that they could be separated from the waters below, and so that between the two, life could be made to flourish.
But that's not what the Bible actually says.
Yes, it is.
The word firmament is an old-fashioned word that simply means sky. It's an expanse. And so the separation of the waters above from the waters below is simply the waters above are the clouds. Remember how it rains? That's water. The clouds are made of water. The water below is the sea. The area in the middle is an expanse called the sky. That's what the word firmament means, just the sky, between the water above the clouds and the waters below the sea.
This is flatly false. The word for sky in biblical Hebrew is shamayim.
We can even just based on our own observation see how the earth is not flat. You can go to the edge of the ocean, you can see a ship going out to sea, and as you watch it go out to sea, the last part you're going to be able to see of it is the top of it, the top of the ship. You're going to see the bottom of it, the hull and all that disappear. Why? Because the curvature of the earth.
Of course, the earth is not flat, but you're failing to decouple two different questions. Does the Bible say the earth is flat, and is the earth flat? And this refusal to decouple these two very different questions obviously is based on the ridiculous dogma that everything the Bible says is true. And that's pure and utter nonsense. But if one insists on this dogma, they're constantly going to be running into cognitive dissonance because reality so frequently disagrees with what the Bible says. And when you're confronted with that cognitive dissonance and you refuse to acknowledge that so much of what is in the Bible is just not true, then you're left with two options. You can either prioritize the Bible and challenge reality, or prioritize reality and challenge the interpretation of the Bible. Now, flat earthers are going to prioritize the Bible and challenge reality. You have decided to prioritize reality and challenge the interpretation of the Bible with this ludicrous argument that rakia actually just refers to the sky and the clouds. And that's simply laughable. Clearly, you cannot engage competently with the underlying source text, but you're just performing confidence and understanding for an audience that is even less able to engage the underlying sources and their languages. So you don't need to actually put together an argument that convinces people who actually can engage with the underlying sources. And that's not very cash money of you, so do better. And the fit for this video has been Get Low by Maimonides Nuts.